Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Cold Case After Dark. My name is Michi, and tonight we're going to be speaking in reference to a young man by the name of Jordan Freeman. He was 18 years old. He's a black male, and he was shot to death on his way to going to play video games with some friends, and he was shot down. Unfortunately, that day when he was going to go and play video games with his friends. So on the day of August the 17th, 2019, Jordan Freeman was leaving his home to go and meet some friends at the Sun Apartments in Lake City, Florida. His brother asked to tag along with him, and he told his brother, no, I want to do this alone. I want to go by myself. I don't need you to tag along with me. But if I so need you, I will, basically, I will call you if I need you. So his brother stayed home and decided not to go. And so once he made it to the Winson's apartments in Lake City, Florida, he met up with his friends around 2:45 p.m. Jordan and the three friends was on the second floor of the apartments, and this guy came and up the stairs. This guy came up the stairs. He had on a silver mask. He had on a silver mask, and he started frisking them, um, and then basically trying to rob them. He started frisking them, and once he got down to Jordan, him and Jordan tussled, had a fight, and then the suspect pulled out a gun and shot Jordan in the head. Once the suspect shot Jordan, he took off. He ran down the stairs and across the complex, and this was all in um, broad daylight. Once the officers got there, nobody claimed that they, everybody allegedly, they claimed that they didn't see anything. They don't know what kind of car that the sub got in. They don't know what the sub had on. They don't know the description of the car. They don't know the tag number. None of that. What direction the sub got in, went, or nothing like that. So not only that, um, the friend of Jordan Freeman also started switching up his story as well. One of the friends started switching up their story as well. Excuse me. Um, so the officers started, thinking like, did they have anything to hide? Do the people know the subs? Because they was giving statements, but they didn't want to put anything on paper. They didn't want their statements recorded. They didn't want to write their statements on paper. So the officers started to think like whether or not that they that whether or not they knew who the people were who did it. um was this a setup? um or did they know something? you know because this was kind of crazy. You knew, but you didn't want your statement on paper. You didn't want your statement recorded. So it was kind of it started becoming suspect or whatever. So they was basically making the situation more confusing, more frustrating for the police officers because they didn't want to give their statement. So not only that, people started making posts on Facebook saying, "Guess who did it?" Screenshotting everything and saying that some guy's rumor to be involved. You know, all of this type of stuff. So my thing is whether it's your child or whether it's another homicide or whatever the case may be, the police cannot effectively, you know, investigate their cases without the help of the community. And if they if they don't have y'all, involvement, these cases will continue to be stagnant. And public involvement is basically a necessity and a necessary ingredient in the investigation process. So, I mean, without the cooperation of the community, but basically, polices have nothing. That's why there are a lot of stagnant cases and murders around here because they don't have help from the community. The community are either scared to talk or don't want to help the police out because of their own personal reasons or whatever the case may be. Um, so let's look at it like this. These cases are like cars, and the information is like fuel. If they don't have that, they can't do anything. If they don't have the information that they need, the case is nothing. That's just like if the car don't have gas, you can't go nowhere. That's just like if the police don't have information, they can't go nowhere. The case is going to be at a standstill. Like like you guys say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to solve a case, and it takes a community to solve a case. You guys are out here in the streets where things are happening. You guys are out here in the forefront of the crimes, and you guys are the eyes and the ears of the officers because y'all are out here when it's active. You see things, you hear things. So if the officers are coming to you guys and asking you guys like, okay, did you hear anything, did you see anything, have anybody been talking? I mean, if you hear something, say something. The reason why they're asking is because they're not out here 24/7 the way that the community are because they're in the office. So it makes sense to ask the community because the community hear things, whether you was at the crime scene or not. People talk. So I mean, people have the mindset that police can just do it, I guess, because of who they are, but they cannot do it themselves. They cannot always do it by themselves. The police officer villages are other police departments, um, forensics, latent prints, um, ballistics, CSIs, um, criminal. Well, the same thing. Criminal investigations, coroners, medical examiners, FBI's, GBI's. So you have to understand that it takes a lot of people to bring in a case, to bring a case to where it needs to be. So therefore, that's their village. You guys are part of that village. So in order for a cold case or a standing case to get resolved, we need the help of you guys. That's where y'all come in. If y'all have vulnerable information, why hold on to that information? What if it was your family? What if it was your child and y'all want that information? Y'all need that information. Y'all want justice for your loved ones. And somebody just sitting there holding it in. Like, I don't understand. You will want to see a child taken away from his or her mother or children or just family in general. And y'all holding in information that can basically help the case to bring somebody to justice, held them accountable for their actions. Only thing they're asking is that you use your voice and help the families. Just help the family shine light on their loved ones so we can bring closure to get justice for their families. That's all they want. And I'm sure y'all know that the stuff will be anonymous. They call the tip line, call Crime Stoppers. They don't ask you for your information. Only thing they want to know is what happened. Do you know where the suspect are? What information is it that you have that may lead to an arrest and a conviction of the suspect? That's all they ask you for. They don't want to know who you is. They don't want to know your address. They don't want to know your whole life history. They just want to know what you know, and that's it. That's it. Because the shoe is on the other foot, you want the same thing done for your loved one. So stop withholding information. If you know something, say something. Let the family have closure. Let the family get justice for their loved ones. Let's hold these people who's doing these violent crimes, hold them accountable for their actions. Hold them accountable for their actions. Because if it's you or your loved ones, you'll want the same thing. I mean, this baby was 18. This mother is not going to see a grandchild by her son. She's not going to see her son walk down the aisle. She's not going to see her son graduate. She's not going to see her son have kids. She's not going to see her son go off to college. Nothing. All of that is taken away from her. The least she can do is get justice for her son. Know who killed her child. With the help of you guys, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Cold Case Mysteries After Dark. My name is Michi. It was a blessing sharing this story with you guys. Let's go ahead and get justice for Jordan Freeman. He was an 18-year-old black male who was shot down in Lake City, Florida, at um, the Winson Apartments. Just an innocent young man wanted to go out, have fun with his friends without the escort of his big brother. And he didn't even get the chance to do that. So help us shine light to bring justice for this family. Peace, love, and blessings. Y'all have a great day.